Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of Aurora. This is episode 33. In episode 32 we started our second stab at colonizing on Le Mans using our alternate race, the human but really cold, only to find they were just not quite enough. So I'm going to stop that attempt to modify the people there. And once our research here on Earth is done, these other ones here, we're going to research just a little bit more cold technology, and then I think we should be able to do it. So, that's the plan anyway. Alright, so we need another... Oh, there actually may not be another super cold temperature one. That's no fun. So we may be stuck just doing it by increasing the range. That is unfortunate. But we'll see what we can do. I was anticipating to do one more negative 15 type, but I guess that's not going to happen. So my master plan of making a race that can survive pretty much any version of cold is clearly going out the window, and that's unfortunate. But we'll research 2 of these and then we'll see how we do. This will take a bit to do, but it's fine. Okay, so be it. In the meantime, how's our mining doing? Still a few years to go. The civilian mines, a couple more years to go as well. I still do want to see, once they give up on these mines, if I ever am allowed to mass driver the current stockpile away or not. I'm not sure. Because at this point, I don't really own this colony per se. The civilians still do. That's why I'm going to wait until they actually leave, like when these expire, and then we'll see. It's an interesting question I don't have the answer for. But we shall see. Excuse me. Okay, so far so good. How is our gas pump doing? Pretty well. We'll give that a few more months, I think. And that should work. That should work just fine. Oops, I clicked too fast. Whoopsies. Yeah, the game is definitely taking longer to process each month than earlier on. I guess the more stars you open up, the slower the game goes, I guess, because there's more asteroids to worry about, and more planets and more moons and whatnot. Which it makes sense. That, and probably, I guess, putting on 1,000 total stars was probably a mistake in hindsight. Because if it does in fact slow down a little bit, every single star you open up, by the time I get to the 1,000th star, the game will be unplayable. I'd click the 5-second button, it'll probably take a week to process it. But anyway, it's fine. At some point, whenever this game comes to a bit of a close, either because I get far enough that I think I've beaten it, or we get stomped on by aliens, or whatever the case may be, and I start a new season of it, I'll definitely start the universe with less stars. And that should help. But for now, we'll go with what we have. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why it keeps doing that either. It just drops the screen off. I don't know if it thinks that's helping it process faster or what, but it's kind of annoying. Anyway, we were working on some defensive stuff with some awesome shields, so let's work on armor next, I'd say. That'll do. And we still have a few labs left over, so we can also work on thermal reduction? Cloak size. Now we'll do thermal reduction. That works. Cool. Okay. Those will all take until 192. And I think these guys here on the civilian mines will be done before that. Probably. Although they're going to slow down a bit because the accessibility is going to start to dwindle. But we'll wait and see. It's going so slowly. That's kind of brutal. Not sure if there's any other options I could be shutting off that might help. Oh, might be these actually. These orbital paths should be off. Yeah, we'll see if that helps. Because if it's been trying to draw all this time, that might explain why it's crawling so much. Doesn't seem to have helped that much. Okay, might be something else we can do. There's not really much happening on here that would be relevant, so it must be something else here we can shut down. Well, I guess we can temporarily hide asteroids. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Get rid of movement tails. Because there are a lot of civilian ships, so it could be having trouble drawing all those. I don't think anything else here will make too much difference. But I guess we can trim some of these off. Maybe that'll help a little bit. It's worth a shot. It's not enough to seem, not enough it would seem. Okay. Alright. Research is still going fine. How's our gas pump doing? Still is okay. Another couple months will be fine. And the mining here is okay. Alright. I'm not sure what it's doing because not only is it dropping that screen, but it's also then losing focus. So I have to keep clicking back into this window to bring this screen up. I have no idea what it's doing, but I certainly don't like it. Alright, let's try doing it from here then. See if that makes any difference. Well, there is still something in my events that's halting it. I'm not sure what it is, but anyway. Oh, you're just now bringing that up all by yourself. I didn't click on this. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll close you, and we'll say go. Wonder if somehow I had two of those screens open at once somehow. That would certainly mess it up. Not entirely sure how I could have done that, but maybe I did. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Well, it seems to be able to tick through the 5-day reasonably well. Although, like I say, there is still some event that's firing and halting it. At some point I will have to spend a lot of time going through that and trying to figure out what that is, but that is not going to happen right now. Let's try the 5-day increment from here, see if that does better. Well, at least it doesn't go to not responding, so I guess that's a little bit better. No, it still does, even at the 5-day increment. That is quite annoying. Alright, well, let's just go back to it the hard way. March, okay. I don't know if these ones will be done by March. Probably not. So I think that research will be first. Yeah. The more I look at this, the more I want to just scrap the scout for now. Because it's going to be quite a while before we need to scout anything again, and I'm not sure I want to be paying 672 minerals per year. Although on the other hand, I did spend all that time building all those maintenance facilities. But I think I am going to scrap this thing. We certainly don't need it right now, and I don't want to pay for it. That is a scout, but please don't blow up. So we'll get at least some of that back. But more importantly, we'll no longer be paying, basically monthly maintenance on our mining screen here to hold them. Just bump ahead here. That should shut this off soon, unless it has to wait till it's finished. It does seem silly though to pay to maintain it while it's being deconstructed. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Anyway, research should be, I think, just about done. One more tick. Okay. And that gives us some labs. I think I'll just bump them into our current stuff. That'll do. Okay. So basically, April, we'll have the next one done. Well, so a month and a tick. Okay. And let's get some more defense stuff here. Let's say biphase carbide armor. That sounds really cool. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds cool, so we'll get it. That's a good enough reason for me. It sounds cool, so I want it. Okay, so all things being equal, these guys should now be abandoning these mines, as there's no longer anything new. Okay, so they have abandoned, and they took their mass driver with them. You jerks. Now, if I refresh that... Okay, so they still do recognize all the stuff is here, but they just need me to come bring them a mass driver. That's fine, I will absolutely bring a mass driver for that. That's a huge pile. What I'll do is once this one's done, I'll just take them right from here. But that will totally do. So that's fine. So I have to remember not to abandon this one. There. Hopefully it keeps those notes, but that should certainly be enough of a reminder for me. In the meantime, our gas pump should be, yeah, that's close enough. So why don't you come on home, move to Earth, and when you get there, let me know. Yeah, it looks kind of weird without the orbital paths of the planets, and I did not press the button to bring that screen up, so clearly whatever this thing is doing, it involves that screen, and I haven't a clue what it is. But I have not pressed anything on the keyboard or the mouse, and it just popped that screen up on its own. So I don't entirely know what's happening, but I think in between, like after I'm done recording this, I think I'm just going to shut the game off and bring it back up, because clearly it's lost its mind. Weird. Okay, we're going to close that. Check the events. No idea. That's fine. But you are now at Earth. So, that means I can grab let's say, what's it got? 45 mil? So we'll take, oh, it's going to start complaining about low fuel if I take too much. Alright, I'll just take 30 mil. That should be plenty sufficient. That basically doubles what we have here. And that should still be enough that it doesn't complain about having too little fuel to go. I'll refresh this just to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, 31 fuel it should be fine with. Okay. So why don't you go through, jump through there. You still have your sorium order. Excellent. Okay. And off it goes. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Suppose I could even take the comets off. Well, I kind of thought I already did, but anyway. Comet paths are still showing. Yeah, I'm definitely going to shut this down and bring it back up afterwards. Let it start completely fresh, because I'm thinking it's lost its mind. Okay. At some point, all those civilian mines will get redeployed somewhere else, so I do have to keep an eye on this as well, because once they do, I obviously want to start purchasing them, so that I can steal them. I mean have them. No, I'm buying them, it's not stealing, it's fine. But, anyway. Okay, so that is done. That means I have a scout task group that's empty. Foxhound. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Because there's nothing in it now. That'll clear a bit off of that. Excellent. You will be finished somewhere probably 200, because this will go up a little bit when it gets close because the accessibility will drop. But that's fine. I'm actually kind of considering building another ship or two just to speed this up a bit, because clearly the mass drivers have no trouble keeping up with it, so I think that's the next thing I'm going to do, is build another ship or two of the just digging. And in the meantime, research still going strong. Awesome. Okay. Let's go. Alright, I think things are going well here. I'm a bit disappointed I couldn't do another 15-degree jump on the cold research, and I have to do it just by temperature range, which I think are only 5-degree jumps, but because I was rather hoping to build that other race this episode, but I guess that's not going to happen. Oh well, that's okay. Gives us something to do later. In the meantime, we're just gathering materials, which can't be a bad thing, and doing tons of defensive research, which also can't be a bad thing, so does mean at some point I will have to redesign what I currently call the India, the ground-based defenses, now that we have way better shields and armor and such, but for right now, they'll do the job. Yeah, I also don't know about this stopping for no reason thing, so that's also kind of annoying. Oh, our sector governor has retired. Well, that's not going to work. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, no, yeah, and I still don't have an elemental, the level 7 commander, so I clearly need even more military academies. Anyway, in the meantime, we need an A6 level governor, so admin first. And what would be good for... a sector governor? Earth and Luna both want wealth, but the other places all want mining. Or population growth, that would also be good. Huh. Well, let's go with wealth, I guess. Okay, got 20%, that's not bad. And these are 15s, he's busy. Yeah, I think I'll take one of these ones. Wealth 20, that'll work. You're not currently assigned, so congratulations, you are now governor of the Earth sector. Congratulations. Anyway, at this point, I think that's a pretty good place to put a cut in the episode, so thanks for everyone for watching, and until next time, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching.